Okay. At night, a flock of crows will generally perch close together in a small place, often a piece of wooded land called a roost. Roost. Each morning, the crows leave the roost and fan out in small groups to hunt and scavenge the surrounding area. Okay. For most flocks, the crow's hunting extends as far as 100 to 130 kilometers, about 60 to 80 miles from the roost. Normally, a flock will continue to occupy the same roost for several consecutive years, and when it abandons a roost site for a new one, the new roost is usually less than 8 kilometers or 5 miles away. Okay.
So we got our like flock of crows, right? And at night they huddle up, and then each morning they go out into their groups, and they can go up to like 60 to 80 miles away, and then they come back. And
Yeah.
normally they live in that roost for several consecutive years, but whenever we find a new roost, we only go like 5 miles away.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
So in my head, I'm thinking, okay, if you're only going 5 miles away from your original roost, then if you're only expanding about 60 to 80 miles, you're really not getting too far in distance from like your original post. That's what I was thinking.
Excellent.
So of the following claims, which of the following most justifiably be rejected on the basis of the statements above? So that's just another way of saying like what can't be true.
Yep.
Oh, interesting. Okay. A, crows will abandon their roost site only in response to increases in the population of flock. Maybe.
Yeah, we have no reason to reject
Yeah.
that, right? That's the only reason. That could be true.
Mm-hmm. B, when there is a shortage of food in the area in which a flock of crows normally hunts and scavenges, some members of the flock will begin to hunt and scavenge outside that area. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, that could happen.
That's smart. That's good on them.
Good for them.
Most of the hunting and scavenging that crows do occurs more than 8 kilometers or 5 miles from their roost. Yeah,
Yeah,
we know
that could be
that.
true. I mean, it
We
doesn't
know it.
have to be true, but we know that it extends as far as 60 to 80 miles. So there's no reason
Yeah,
that we have no reason to not think that's true.
yeah. I feel like with C, they're like combining the two last sentences about like the distances to like try to throw you off. Once a flock of crows has settled on a new roost site, it is extremely difficult to force it to abandon that site for another. Maybe.
Yeah, that could be true. Like we don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't see an issue with
I don't know
that.
if it's extremely difficult or not.
Yeah. And then when a flock of crows moves to a new roost site, it generally does so because the area in which it has hunted and scavenged has been depleted of food sources. I don't think it would be. That's why I was thinking, I was like, if you're going within 5 miles distance, you're still going to be hunting within the generally the same area.
Yeah, that
You
60 to
wouldn't
80 miles.
you
Exactly.
wouldn't
So
deplete it. You need food there.
yeah, so generally we're not moving to this new site because it's been depleted. We must be moving for a different reason because it's the like
Yeah.
it's the same hunting area as before.
It's literally just like probably a 5 mile distance, which is nothing.
Yes, exactly. Excellent. Great job.